Welcome, everybody, to the 21-day online Sahaja Yoga program. Today is day 70 of our fourth session of this year, and we call this session The Joy of the Spirit. My name is Mark, and I live in Teaneck in northern New Jersey, and I'm delighted to be with you tonight as your host. Here's a reminder that during the first meditation, we'll be also doing a cleansing technique called a foot soak. So if you're not quite ready, get your wash basin and your towel and your rinse and some salt and some water ready. If you're new to the course, or there's something that you just want like little clarification, or you've missed an episode, then you can actually request a meeting with a Sahaja Yoga teacher one-on-one after this program. And you just address your text in the Zoom text to breakout room help. Also, we have all the course materials and recordings of all of the classes on the course website, and we'll be showing you the QR code later in the program. And a really excellent way to get questions answered and feel like you're really understanding Sahaja Yoga better is to work one-on-one with a Sahaja Yoga teacher. We call that a mentor. So we have a mentor request form. We'll put the link in the Zoom chat. And maybe you've already requested a mentor, already received a mentor, and you'd like another one or a different one. You can put in the request as well. On Tuesday, we talked about the Hamsa chakra, the one that is here between the eyebrows. And today we're going to talk about giving realization. And not just giving realization always the same, but doing it in different ways. So it should be a very interesting program for people of how do I share this experience, this amazing enjoyment I feel when I meditate. Today we're going to have a short talk about this topic of giving realization. We'll have a guided meditation that will include the foot soak. We'll have a video of the founder of Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. That'll be followed by live music, and that will also include a second meditation. And then towards the end of the program, we'll invite all the presenters to please come on and share their experiences and answer any questions that you have posed to us during the program. So now I'd like to introduce all of our presenters. So welcome Satish.
Hello, welcome everyone.
And welcome Kalyan.
Hello, everyone.
And welcome Sylvia.
Welcome, everyone. Hello.
So, Satish, where do you live and what do you like to do for fun?
Yeah, so I live in San Francisco Bay Area, California. It's a place called Mountain House, and I've been living here for more than 25 years. And I like going camping and playing tennis.
All right.
Of course, meditation is always within.
All right. I can join you in the camping, but not in the tennis. Kalyan, where are you and what do you like to do for fun?
Yeah, I'm in Hartford, Connecticut. I enjoy music. I listen to music and I play with small children. That's something I really enjoy doing. And whenever I get time, I practice my violin. I don't get enough time to do that, but that's what I really enjoy in my free time.
Wow. And Sylvia, where are you and what do you like to do for fun?
Yes, I live in the mountains of Virginia, the Shenandoah Valley, and I became a grandmother 4 years ago, and it's been such a joy to spend time with her and doing all the other things that I enjoy. She loves to garden with me, and also she loves music as I do. So we have a really good time. But
All
the
right.
main thing that keeps life going, like Satish said, is that meditation state. It's always important and first of mind.
All right. So looking forward to meeting with you all towards the end of the program. Our first presenter, I now turn the program over to Satish.
Thank you, Mark. So, yeah, I'll just be talking a little bit about giving realization to others. That's our topic today. And as we all know, what self-realization actually is, it's basically, it's where when this divine energy within us, the Kundalini, when it comes and passes through our centers and passes through this limbic area, the last chakra called Sahasrara, that's where we start getting connected with this divine power all around us. And we start realizing our true potential. And imagine this is something that we can share with other people, and it doesn't cost us anything. It doesn't take too much of our time. And I would say it's like a biggest gift to the humanity that you can do. And it's such a wonderful thing. It's like a candle, a light which can enlighten other candles. And imagine the state of awareness that can improve among the people. It can change their lifestyle. It helps them to introspect, to go deep within themselves, to touch their spirit, and to really experience this joy, this beautiful feeling of Kundalini, which acts through the form of vibrations. And sometimes it doesn't take too much time. It can be very spontaneous. We don't have to plan about it or know too much about it. It's not about what we know, it's about what we have experienced. And this is where we are, all of us here who are been practicing for so long, it's such a joy giving to give this experience where people start feeling it, applying it in their lives. It changes their lives. It helps to focus and bring our attention within us, because this is such a world of chaos we live in, where there's so much of confusion, there is so much of distraction, and always our mind is so busy, or we never have time, even a second, to just think about ourselves. So imagine the impact that it has, this meditation. When you give this meditation to people, imagine what it can do to them, and the benefits that they can reap out of it. So yeah, I think gave pretty much a lot of information within this time. I would say, like, giving realization doesn't have to be very difficult process. You can always ask someone if they have a few minutes, have a chair or sit on Mother Earth. If there is an office area, there's a grass, just sit there for a few minutes, and you can go through those steps, very short steps. Or even sometimes people who are there, hey, they say, I don't have more than 2 minutes. Okay, you can just tell them to open your hands. You just raise their kundalini like this, go above their head, and then let them experience their self-realization. So it can be as easy as it can be. So we can, of course, talk more in our Q&A of all different types, and what are the different experiences and all that. So let's all start our meditation today with raising our Kundalini, and we will be starting our foot soak. So make sure that you have your foot soak bowls ready. So let's start raising the Kundalini. Put our feet in the water. Let's vibrate the water first. Let's keep both our hands, palms open. Let's bring our attention within us, deep within. And if there is any thought that comes during this meditation, we'll just say within ourselves, not at this moment, not right now. Please make sure that your body, your shoulders, everything is in a very relaxed state. And we are sitting straight upright. We'll start our meditation while having foot soak by putting our right hand towards Mother Earth and the left hand open. We will first clear our left channel, which is the channel of past, channel of emotion. Within our heart, we can ask Mother Kundalini, please remove all the past emotions which are disturbing my heart, my mind, and my attention. Mother Kundalini, please establish this pure desire of divine and the pure joy within me. Now let's bring our right hand back to the palm and our left hand towards the sky. We are now requesting Mother Kundalini to please clear our right channel. Our right side is the side of action, is the side of future. From our heart, let's request Mother Kundalini to please remove all my futuristic thoughts, all my fear about the future. Mother Kundalini, please help me surrender all my actions. Mother, please help me cool my right channel and bring me back to the present. Can bring our hand back to the both our hands open. Let's take our right hand, place it on our left Swadhisthana chakra. Here we can request Mother Kundalini, please give me pure desire, awaken within me this pure desire to know myself. Now we can bring our hand on the third chakra, the left hand side. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I'm completely satisfied with what I have. Mother, please give me the quality of generosity. Bring our hand on our heart chakra. Here we can affirm to Mother Kundalini. Mother, I'm just the pure spirit. I am the pure Atma. Mother, please fill my heart with pure joy and bliss. We take our right hand, place it on the forehead. Our temple rests in the palms, and we bend our head a little bit down. With full honesty and commitment, we'll say here, Mother, I forgive everyone, including myself. Mother, I forgive everyone, including myself. Please awaken within me this quality of thoughtless awareness. Now we take our center of the palm, place it on the top of the head, and we move our scalp clockwise very gently 7 times. And while doing it, we can say, Mother, please establish my self realization. We bring our hand down and stay for a few minutes in silence, keeping our attention on the top of the head. We'll just let this Kundalini rise and establish on our Sahasrara. We'll now gently open our eyes. Of course, we always stay in meditation. We can rinse our feet. After rinsing our feet, we'll have a talk of Shri Mataji, where she talks about giving self-realization and awakening of this Kundalini.
And I know you can get your realization in no time. So to put your hands like this towards me, like this, just simple, as if you're asking for self-realization like this. Need not be higher, just whatever is comfortable. People can't believe that sitting in the hall, how can I get realization? But you deserve it. You get it because that's the time and because you are seekers. Don't doubt yourself, please. Have your hands like that. Now you can close your eyes if you want to. If you don't want to close, don't close your eyes. Because there's no mesmerism going on. At least I close my eyes. Now, put the right hand towards me and put the left hand on top of your fontanelle bone area. Now you'll feel some cool or hot breeze coming out of your fontanelle bone area, which was a soft bone in your childhood. Don't put your hand on top of it. You have to put it away from you. And you can move the hand to see yourself. Don't say that you've got it unless you have got it. We are not to cheat ourselves. Alright. Now please put your left hand towards me and put the right hand on top of it. You can bend your head. That's better. If you bend your head and with the right hand you once more, please put your right hand towards you. And again with the left hand, you see for yourself if there's a cool or a hot breeze is coming. Now don't doubt it. If it is coming, it is there. Could be hot. It will cool down. You can move up on the sides and see for yourself. Now open your eyes and put your both hands towards me like this. Now watch me without thinking, without thinking. Just try. You can do it. Now, raise your both the hands towards the sky like this. Push back your head. And ask any one of these three questions 3 times. Any one of them. First one, Mother, is this the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost? First question is this the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost? Second question is, Mother, is this the all-pervading power of divine love? Third question is, Mother, is this the root or the Param Chaitanya? Ask any one of these questions 3 times in your heart. Now again put down your hands, that's all. Now put your hands like this also. Just like that. All those who have felt cool or hot breeze on their palms, or on their fingertips, or out of their fontanelle bone area, please raise your both hands. Just look at that. You're proving what I've said. Just look at that. Now you got it. Now this is a responsibility to grow. So may God bless you. May God. Such a joy. Such happiness. I wish you best of luck. And also wish you a very, very deep understanding of your being. I'll be there tomorrow evening. I don't know where have they arranged it, but please make it a point to come. And I would like to meet you there.
Let's keep our eyes closed and just enjoy a few minutes of silence. We'll keep our attention above the top of the head. And just watch our attention. Let the body be very relaxed. Now we'll continue our meditation with some music. While we listen to the music, we can just try to stay here at the top of the head, a few inches above the top of the head. Now we can open our eyes and look at the picture of Shri Mataji on the screen. You just receive the joy and feel that within us that we have received our self-realization. And it's such a gift that we have received. All of us have had the pure desire to have that connection, and that desire has been fulfilled for us. We now have the connection with the all-pervading power. We are able to feel it. It flows through us. And we also feel this desire to share this with others. So let's close our eyes again. We'll get into meditation. We'll first put our attention on the first center, which is at the base of the spine. We just ask this pure energy, Mother, please make us auspicious, make us pure, so we can spread that purity all around us. Let that purity be felt by people. Let the people who are seeking truth, let them be guided to find it. We'll put our right hand on the left side, where in the lower abdomen area, where our stomach meets the hip. Here is where we ask for pure knowledge. Mother, please give us the pure knowledge. And please make us the instruments so we can share this knowledge. We can talk about it. We can help others. And please let us be able to share the knowledge of Sahaja Yoga with others, with confidence and joy and love. So at this point, we just enjoy a couple of minutes of silent meditation. We'll take our right hand to the upper abdomen on the left side. Here is where we have our Guru principle. When we get our self-realization, we say, Mother, I am my own master. So we ask this pure Kundalini for the powers to have that self-mastery. And with that, to be able to also guide others. So we can help them establish themselves in Sahaja Yoga, help them as they practice their meditations. Let's take our hand to the heart. Mother, you have blessed us with your love and compassion. Let that love flow through us. Let it spread. Let it reach others. Please give us compassion for everyone. Let's put our left hand on the left neck shoulder area. We can turn our head to the right a little bit. Mother, please give us a healthy self-esteem. Mother, please let us become your instruments. We are determined to correct ourselves as we grow. Let's put our hand across the forehead. It's the center for forgiveness. We forgive everyone. if we spot any shortcomings in others or in ourselves, we forgive. Forgiveness gives us the ability to go beyond our limitations. It raises us from the state of thinking to the state of thoughtless awareness. We'll put our hand at the top of the head and just rest it there for a few moments. Feel that center at the top of the head with the center of our palm, and bow down our head. Massage. And lift our hand up a few inches. Just stabilize our attention there in that space above the top of the head, and feel the joy of the connection. The peace and the silence as our attention is settled there. We'll bring our right hand on our lap. We'll continue to be in silent meditation for a few minutes. We can slowly open our eyes. I would like to pass it back to Uncle Mark.
Thank you, Kalyan, for a very meditative meditation, very enjoyable, and that each of our own powers is there to be used to spread our own joy. So before we get to the announcements, let's just sit for one more minute. We've heard a lot of information, learned some new things tonight. Let's see if we can still allow our mind to be very quiet. Put our attention on our Kundalini, and let's raise it up and tie up our Kundalini. So now we're about to have one of my favorite parts of the program when we get to hear the experiences of our presenters. But before we get to that, just a few announcements because we are coming near the end of this part of session 4. Our next class will be Sunday, August the 10th, and we'll be looking at how Sahaja Yoga helps to establish our sense of community, how we really establish true connections with others. So we have 2 more classes of this session. Session 4 is in 2 parts. So this is 4A, which will end next Thursday, I believe. And then we'll take a 5-week break. But no problem. We'll be doing our 3 days a week foot soaks throughout those 5 weeks. So you have a chance to still meditate with other people for a shorter program that's on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then our 21-day program, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, will restart Thursday, September 18th, and we'll call that Session 4B, the second part of Session 4. And all of these classes are at the same Zoom link and at the same time, 8:45 p.m. New York time. And as we mentioned at the beginning of the program, we have lots of resources to support people as they're exploring Sahaja Yoga and finding out more about themselves. You can request a mentor, and we'll be posting that link in the Zoom chat again. You can join our WhatsApp group, and people post messages about Sahaja Yoga, what they're learning, what has come upon them as they've been in that silence. So it's a chance to hear from other people who practice Sahaja Yoga. So the link to that is also in the Zoom chat. And of course, we have our home page, which you can see there's the QR code. You can just scan that and you'll be at our home page where you can watch all the recordings of earlier classes. And if we had handouts or anything that was explaining things in a written form, you can download those handouts as well. So now comes the time when we get to hear from you. If you have questions for us, things that you've been experiencing, or maybe something in today's class that you have a question about. And there's three ways to pose your question. There's a Zoom recipient called Breakout Room Help. So you can say, I want to be in a room with a Sahaja Yoga teacher, and you'll be one-on-one with one of our teachers. Or maybe you just want to do a chat, so you can pose your question to chat Q&A, and you'll be messaging back and forth with another Sahaja Yoga teacher. Or you can type a question to me in the Zoom chat, and we'll do our best to answer the question that you're posing right now live in the class. So in anticipation of getting these questions from you, let's invite back our two presenters and another Sahaja Yoga teacher. So welcome back Sylvia and Kalyan and Satish. So delightful to have us all back together. So now let's see if we have any questions coming in. Satish mentioned that there can be going through in different steps, or it can be very simple, taking only 2 minutes. Sylvia, is there any other way that we can give realization to somebody?
It's a great question, Mark, and I'm glad you asked. Actually, you can give self-realization over the telephone. And as of course we do through Zoom, which is another electronic medium. But many times, actually, this is a little bit unusual, unorthodox, but sometimes you'll get a phone call from somebody who's trying to sell you something, or maybe you've called somebody to get help with your computer or one of your appliances, and you're on hold chatting with that person while they find out what they can do to help you. And you can casually ask them, well, I wonder if you're interested in meditation. I've been meditating for years and it's helped me so much. And they might say yes. And you can actually say to them, okay, let's try a little experiment. You don't have to do much. Just hold your hands open and close your eyes and ask inside and say inside, I am not, we always used to use the phrases, I am not guilty at all. And I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. And then ask them to put their hand above their head. And it is just amazing how this can happen even over the telephone. So I'm glad you asked, Mark. That's one experience that we've had.
Reminds me of how I've given realization over the WhatsApp video, because I've met people online to help me try to learn Spanish. And it's like, would you like to try some meditation? They always say yes, which is amazing. Doesn't matter what country they're from, but they speak Spanish. And so then sometimes I try to lead it in Spanish very clumsily, but it's quite remarkable how, like in one case, my Spanish teacher was a guy who had like a 10-year-old son, and so he felt heat over his own head. He was clearing out a lifetime of things to be cleared out, and then he checked the vibrations over his son's head, and he went, "Oh, it's cool." So it can be a lot of fun to share this in so many different ways. Um, Satish, can you tell us an experience you had, something that was kind of interesting, giving realization to somebody?
Yeah, so nice, good point, Mark. I think I had a lot of experiences in India as well as here, giving realization to someone. But one pattern that I have seen and have experienced myself after giving realization, the most important thing when we give realization, it has to be very genuine and from our hearts. If you do just like a mechanical process, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't touch people's hearts. So that's the secret, and we have to really put our heart in it and very genuinely take the time, that devotion, and give realization. And that moment is a very important moment for the seeker, because that's the time that his life is going to get transformed. So I've seen that a lot of people, after they got the realization, those people who were very, like, some people were very serious, they didn't have smile on their face, they didn't have joy in them, and I've seen them transform in the duration. Some people transform within months, some people took like few weeks. Like, I could see that there's a smile coming automatically on their face. They started being more joyous. They're not serious anymore about anything. And a couple of people came and told that they're able to forgive very easily. They would not never let go of something in their past, and that was something that's a really big achievement that I feel. Forgiveness is, it's a very difficult thing. It's very easy to talk, but difficult to do. So that's what some of the people came and shared with me. So I was very happy to hear that from them. So that's all I have to share for now.
Okay. Kalyan, let's say somebody said, sure, whatever that thing you do, let's have it. And so now, okay, their Kundalini's been awakened, they've got their self-realization. Do you have any advice for somebody who's doing it for the first or second time? Like, what would you do next after they say, oh yeah, I feel something?
Hmm. Yeah, so I mean, I think it's just important to constantly keep in touch with them and kind of become friends with them and share not just Sahaja Yoga with them, just share other things, right? I think they should feel very comfortable. They should get to know you better, and you get to know them better, and that way they will settle down easily, and they will also come and ask if they need anything. They'll feel free, and what I also try to do is not explain a lot, right? I think we have to keep coming back to the experience as much as possible. In fact, in the initial stages, I was so enthusiastic about sharing a lot of knowledge, but then I kind of learned that we should let them discover more of it on their own, and we should just kind of encourage the practice of it as much as possible, and being regular with it, and coming to the group as much as possible, so they get to learn, they get to interact. So those are certain things that we try to encourage.
Okay. Satish mentioned that you can see the smile breaking out on their face. Um, Say the person says, well, I'm not feeling anything, what happened? Sylvia, how do you know that they've got their self-realization?
Oh, another great question. Many times you can feel it. You can feel it on your own crown chakra, your own Sahasrara. Sometimes you can feel it on your hands. Sometimes you just feel this great blast or burst of energy, cool breeze. And it's so enlightening and so enlivening. And it's kind of heartbreaking if they don't feel it. But at that moment, what you can do is take them through a deeper meditation if they have time. Help them to go chakra by chakra, or help them get into the affirmations a little more deeply. Take a little bit more time. And if they don't have time, then, like you all were saying, Satish and Kalyan, give them your phone number. They can call you. No harm has ever come, I think, from making a connection with a person who is interested in their self-realization, to whom you've just given realization. That relationship is quite pure. So, yeah, I think that's what you do. And you
All
just
right.
try to help them feel it too, because that's essential for them to feel it, and offer them whatever ways you can to help them feel it, if not today, in the future.
Kalyan, you got somebody and you really care about them. It's like, I really want this person to enjoy this as much as I do. And they say, no, thank you. What do you do?
Yeah, so I mean, I just give them a bandhan, right? So if I really feel that this person should enjoy it, should get it, that the time has to come. The first thing is that it's not we who decide it, right? The time and the journey is something that happens spontaneously. So we have to just accept that first. right? And while it's great to have a desire for people to get it, it's their desire also that will help them get it, right? So I think a little bit of getting into meditation, giving a bandhan in some cases, um, that helps. But I think it's more just accepting how things turn out and waiting for it and for it to blossom. And since it's a natural process, we just enjoy the way it blossoms.
So today might not be the right time. So Satish, how do you know? It's like, this is the time I'm going to finally tell them that I've been doing this and you've got to try it too. Is there some way that you know this is the right time to tell somebody?
Yeah, I think a lot of times when you generally talk among with people, you will hear a very common complaint. People are very rushed. They're 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 stressed out with job and work. They're not happy. There's a lot of things going in their life. So when that kind of topic comes up, so I start gently to mention that, do you know that meditation really helps? And what are the benefits of it? And then ask them, do you want to experience this? Do you have some time to experience this? I think that's the moment when people are going through some tough times, is a good point, a good time to actually talk to them.
That's what I often forget. I'm in the UPS office and the person seems like, yeah, I could really use that. And then I need to do that next step, Satish, which is, do you have 2 minutes right now? And get over my own hesitation. Like Shri Mataji has sometimes made like teased us a little bit about, you guys are so shy
Yeah.
sometimes. You're sitting on the airplane, you can tell the other person might really enjoy this, and it's like, somehow break through that
Yeah.
reticence that we have, that we don't want to come across as some kind of crazy fanatics, but that it's like this is so real to us and so important. And so
Yeah,
there's
there is one yogini, one lady who is now collective. Her name is Ursula, and she worked for United Airlines for around 40 years. And I recall her experiences. She would not lose a chance to give realization. It's like as soon as she's in the flight, she's talking. People ask, she asks them whether she sees a situation or a moment, and she will definitely ask them, "Do you want to experience this?" And she just gives them relation right and right there. Like, she's an air hostess, and within 2 minutes, she gives the realization, and then she tells, "Connect with me later, and I'll give you more information or share more information." Yeah. So there, yeah, she says, never lose a moment. When you have the chance, do it. Don't postpone it.
I'm
I
sure it's going to
find
go
that
through some people's minds because people have told this to me. Um, well, how do I know I'm capable of doing this? Do I have to be at some kind of level of being in Sahaja Yoga and have experienced certain things, understood things at a certain level? Sylvia, is there a certain level you have to reach before you can share this with people?
I think that's one of the most amazing things that I learned about Sahaja Yoga. In Shri Mataji's speeches, she would say, even when I was early on in the practice, she would say, now you go out and spread it to other people. And I would think, what? How? No, not possible. But that's the only way you get the confidence is if you just try. And it absolutely will happen. You can be feeling bad someday, but like you all have mentioned, you notice somebody in your atmosphere whom you think really would respond. And so you take that step. And every little step that you take, it's so amazing. You're so supported by the vibrations. I think maybe you're supported by the inner desire of yourself to share this great gift, but also by their desire. And somehow you recognize it. And the divine is using you to do that. It's and then it'll work out. And then after that, you're thinking, oh gosh, where did my headache go? Or hey, I thought I had a cold. I don't have one anymore. So you get taken care of along the way. And if I may, I'd just like to interject something a little bit about the shyness factor. Oh my gosh, I struggled with that shyness factor for so long. I would just kind of tie myself into knots. And then one day, uh, somebody introduced me to the idea of carry a little brochure with you or a little card or something. And I find that to be a tremendous icebreaker. And recently I was working with a yuva girl who's just going off to college. So she knows everything about making pretty designs like in Canva or, another medium. And together we made a little postcard. So on one side, it invites you to the local meetup for Sahaja Yoga, and it has the website for Sahaja Yoga. And on the other side, it tells you a little bit about your subtle system, and full of pretty colors and all that. And so now everywhere I go, before I even go in the grocery store, I feel already good because I just set my desire. Okay, if there's anybody that I could give this card to, please bring them in my direction. And I might give a bandan about that. And so now I don't feel shy because I already have like all this divine energy with me somehow. And I'm giving it to the clerk, sometimes even a person whom I meet. So that's a really nice icebreaker. I'll just say, this is for you. And people always, oh, this is for me, and they always receive it. And whatever they do with it later, that's already in the divine flow. So you just let it go. But you yourself walk out of the grocery store full of joy because you've brought them something so precious, you know. So
We've talked
thanks.
about,
I wanted to share that for
yeah,
sure.
wow. Yeah, so tonight we talked about giving self-realization to others. Anything you want to add, Kalyan?
Um, yeah, I would just say that everybody has their own journey, so we have to be patient, and we should take the opportunity when it comes. We should be confident of ourselves to be able to do that, and and we have to just be with them as they do this, right? So I think those are the things that come to mind.
I had the experience of being in India with Shri Mataji, and I was so new, just like weeks. I'd been practicing Sahaja Yoga and had no idea what it was, but I really enjoyed being in India with Shri Mataji and some other people that were exploring Sahaja Yoga. And then one day she said, you people, give realization to these people that have come to my program. And so then I learned by doing, and it was an amazing experience of watching the more experienced people, like what are they doing, and oh, they're checking to see how their Kundalini is rising and that kind of thing. Anything that you would like to add, Satish?
Yeah, like you said, and Kalyan has mentioned very nicely. Of course, Sylvia also so beautifully she explained about how if you have your pure desire in the heart, how things happen. What I would say is, I think is not to. It has to be very impactful. We don't have to talk too much or explain too much in detail about all the inner workings of Sahaja Yoga or subtle system. It's not put too many words into people's mind because then it becomes more intellectual. Like Kalyan has shared, it's the experience. Talk less, give them more the experience part. Let them experience it and let them tell you what they feel. So that's what I would like to share. Thank you.
All right, so I think all of our desire is that this will inspire some of the people who are watching this program to say, well, maybe, let's try. So thank you, all of you, for creating such a beautiful program tonight. And we invite everybody who's attended tonight to please come to our next program Sunday. So thanks everybody for joining us, and big shout out to you three amazing yogis. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark, for great questions, guidance.
Thank you.
Okay, so good night everybody, and enjoy the rest of the evening.